Hey, this is your man Nick Granville. I thought I'd do a quick video to show you about the looper function of this AX8. I've had this for a while now. When I first reviewed it, I just did a quick kind of look at it. I had it for a couple of days before it was being sent on to Richie Elling of the Heavy Metal Ninjas, a great New Zealand band. So I had it just for a few days to check out, but I've since become an endorsee of this company, and the thing is I really dig it. This makes a lot of sense, especially for YouTube videos like this and recording work. I've kind of half implemented it live, and I'm kind of looking for solutions. So if anybody knows some really good kind of speaker things that'll work with the AX8, then do let me know. I've sort of found that sort of hit and miss so far, just because of what I'm using, I suppose. I'm running it into guitar amps most of the time, and sometimes it's good, sometimes not as good. But I thought I'd talk today about the looper function of this pedal, because that's the most awesome part about it, if you ask me. Why is it so cool? Well, the looper, you have 8 switches on the AX8, so you have 8 switches for your looper. I have one of those little Ditto loopers, the TC Electronic ones, which you'll know. We all love those pedals. They sound awesome. They're great, and they're such a small footprint. But you have one switch. You have to double tap it to turn it off, and that's almost impossible for live work. So I thought I'd show you kind of the looper function today. I don't know everything about this. I just know kind of what I've figured out so far. So bear with me, and if anybody has any suggestions for better ways of doing stuff, let me know. But I've set up this patch here, as you can see, and what I have here is I have just a clean sound, and I'm just going direct in, and I'm going straight into the speakers you're hearing behind me, and I'm recording that into a Tascam recorder, so pretty normal, but I've just got some reverb on it. From there I can add phaser, chorus, and delay. And then I've set up a scene where I have a an overdrive kicks in, which adds a bit of delay and all the rest of it. And I quite like that kind of sound, sort of that singing Santana-ish kind of tone. Yeah, and then of course the looper is on function number 8 just here, so that's really handy. Now if I click on the looper patch, I go to the sub menu, and I have 8 settings just there. So I have record, play once, overdub. If I hit the looper button up the top, it takes me back to where I was before. I have reverse, half speed, and undo. So it's really powerful. So I'm just going to show you something. I'm just going to quickly record a quick track using this. Hopefully this goes right. So there's our loop, and that's stored in there. I can play it. Right, I can half speed it. Which I actually really like that. I like the kind of reverse things. But let's go back to the main page. And then I'm going to go into the scene where I have this more of a lead tone. I'm just going to bring my volume right down on the guitar. So kind of creating this sort of slight bluesy rock kind of lead tone. Tap tempo on my delay. Right, now I'm going to go back to the looper page, and then I can play over it. So as you heard at the end there, I hit it on to just play once, and so it would play one more time through the loop and gives me a kind of another sound that sort of comes out of there. I really like that. That's handy because I don't have to worry about switching it off. One of the hard things with loopers is, like I said, is not having enough switches. But with this, I end up with 8 switches. So in and of itself, that's probably one of the most powerful loopers around. It has a 60-second looper, which for most stuff is long enough. I think it's 60 seconds anyway, maybe it's slightly longer, but 60 seconds is long enough, as you heard, to make a chord progression or whatever I might use. I don't know why I'd ever go longer than that. I know the TC one I use a lot, the Ditto looper, that will do 5 minutes of looping, I think, but I don't know that I've ever hit that. Maybe I have. Anyway, that's just a kind of a quick look at the AX8 looping function, and I really dig it. So yeah, thanks for watching, and catch you soon. Cheers.